not very loud. So that's louder. Okay, good evening, folks. Thanks for being here tonight. This is a kind of an exciting night. We've got people from all over the country, and we're celebrating a few things that many of you may or may not be aware, and that's why we're here. So I want you to know you've seen a great deal of press here, there, and yonder about different events that the state of Kansas is doing, a variety of agencies from the state of Kansas. Right now, I'm Bob Brock. I'm with the Department of Transportation. And as we lead this pilot program for unmanned systems, K-State is a primary partner, so is Wichita State. And I'm going to miss it, so I'm not going to talk to everybody. But I'll tell you, there are 31 partners that are involved in this program. And you're looking, as you talk to people around the room, you have a job to do tonight, and that is get smarter, get your questions answered, because you've got some of the leading experts in the country in this topic. It's we're extremely honored to be able to have the people that are in the room in the same room in Salina when it's this cold outside. So let me just pass a couple of thoughts tonight. Our priorities for this pilot program are to lead the country in fielding new capability that uses drones to either make money, save money, or save lives. And at the end of the day, we're going to do all of that here in Kansas. We've begun an incredibly powerful testing iteration that involves most of the people in this room. And we want you to know about it. We want you to ask any questions you wanted to ask any of our experts. I'm not going to be that guy tonight. We're going to let you circulate and talk to the people who are very, very good at this. Before I do that, and we'll share a couple other thoughts shortly, I want to introduce the concept with this program. It is actually from the White House through the Federal Aviation Administration to help us here in Kansas as a leader set the stage for what this industry looks like. If you read the studies, there's one major study that was put out in 2013 that talks about the economic impact and opportunity that we're looking at with drones. The answer is $13.6 billion between now and 2025. We don't want all of that in Kansas. We think 13 billion is a good round number. So we'll let everybody else share the 0.6 if that's fair with you. So with that, I do want to say that this is actually history-making stuff. And you'll know about that later. We'll talk about it in person. But I'll tell you, having the Federal Aviation Administration come to you to say, work with us to make policy for aviation and protect the national airspace system is absolutely history-making and an extraordinary partnership. So with that, I want to say thank you to our regional administrator for the FAA, Mr. Joe Miniacci, and we'll welcome him to the mic. Let's give him a hand.
Well, good evening, everybody. Can you hear me? Yeah? Okay, good. So, what Bob said is absolutely accurate. The interesting thing is, you're going to be part of this as well. Anybody that's here tonight, we have invited people here for two reasons. One is to talk about what we are doing and show you what we are doing here in the state of Kansas. One of 10 selected by the Department of Transportation to be what we call an IPP, the Integration or Pilot Program into unmanned aircraft. Pilot program meaning we are testing and looking at everything that's going on right now. And the reason for this is so that we can understand what happens, how it happens, why it happens, and make sure that whatever policies we come up with are policies that not only keep everybody safe primarily, but secondarily is to have it as efficient as possible and make it as welcome as possible. To get people flying these aircraft now, not only for business, but later for pleasure, and integrate them into our airspace system in the future. So it's very, when Bob said this is an open house, it's part of the program. Part of the program is for you to tell us what you think. So we get an understanding of what you're thinking about unmanned aircraft. Do you like it? You don't like it? You have fears? Do you see the real benefit from it? And what are the benefits that you see other than what Bob had said? I mean, those are three pretty big ones, Bob. But there's a lot of other things, so we kind of want to get what you feel. And so as you talk, any one of the 31 members here, we're going to take notes and evaluate everything that comes out of these meetings. But number one, thank you very, very much for being here. I hope you enjoy it, and this is some really cool stuff. So enjoy it. Thank you, Bob.
Okay, on the screen, Joe talked about having an opportunity to get feedback from our community. None of this program will be done in secret. None of it will be done in any way that's not completely transparent. Now, to answer a couple of your questions up front, without opening up the floor, but very shortly, I want you to know, every flight operation we're doing right now falls under 3 phases. Okay? It's a 2-year program. It will go out till 2020. The initial phase that we've already begun, and you'll see some of these flights. These flights, you're looking at the pictures, they are special to us because they're the first in the country. So these flights, these pictures have been looked at by the administrator for the FAA and the senior staff at the White House. Kind of a big deal. And you're looking at the guys that did it right here, and they're mostly young people, you know, like less than 50. So get some thoughts, get some information. I do want you to know that on the slides are real pictures of us doing things that are worth doing. Capture the idea that if you have a concern, bring it to us. It's just as important to know what scares you or concerns you as the complimentary things. So we have a website set up to collect data very clearly. Every person in the room wants to know that. That's not a bad news thing. That's an important piece. Because at the end of the day, this is tailored to Kansas. It's to bring value to Kansas. We intend to set the pace for the country. But at the end of the day, if it doesn't meet Kansas needs, we shouldn't be doing it. So help us as the general public. Help us to get data on those websites. You don't have to tell us. You're welcome to. We're happy to take the feedback. We've got some feedback forms in the back. We have a website to fill out. So please speak freely and help us get that done. Now, when you go around to the booths, do whatever you want to. This is a free fly area for about another 2 hours, or an hour and a half. We will be done at 7:30 tonight. You're welcome to stay as long as you wish until 7:30. But the question I'll offer to you, the reason the 31 players on this team are part of our team is because each one of them offers something unique that other people do not do. So my challenge to you is if you want to learn this topic, talk to each one of the folks at the tables and say, what do you do that's unique? How are you better? And how are you the folks in the country that are going to set the pace for how we do it? Okay? So we plan to make the standard available to the country by having them all come to Kansas and give us lots and lots of money to be able to do lots and lots of cool things at our state universities. Sound fair? All right. Thank you so much again for being here. Have a good evening. Thank you.